Well, I've shown you Punjabi curry, Gujarati curry, Marwadi curry, and so many actually curries in the past. Well, curry, just the same. It all derives from the same word. Today I'm showing you bhindi kadhi. Let's begin. I'm making a typical dahi besan ki curry, and I'm also sauteing or pan frying bhindi on the side. There's one ingredient that I personally like adding to this recipe, which of course through the course you will get to know. Completely optional, but trust me, try it like the way I show it to you and you'll love it. First things first, sauteing the bhindis. Let's begin with oil. A little more in this case because the whole idea is to fry the bhindi. And let's add in the bhindi or okra, of which the caps have been removed. Just add in a touch of salt. The bhindi or the okra will slowly start changing its color like so. Well, that's exactly how we want it. Ensure all of this just happens on high flame. Once our okra starts getting blistered, I'm going to add in the ingredient that I was talking about, and that is red onion. Transfer it to the okra. Let the onions also slightly get blistered. Of course, the flame and the bhindi or the okra gets transferred in a bowl. Let's keep this aside and move on to making the curry. Let's begin with homemade curd. To this, let's add in untoasted gram flour. Along with this, turmeric, salt, and water. Ensure you whisk this up into a thin, lump-free batter. Now let's move on to the tempering. First things first, high flame and add in vegetable oil. While the oil is still beginning to heat up, I'm going to add in a couple of chilies. You can keep it with the stock on. The whole idea is to slowly extract the oil from the chilies. You'll suddenly see that the chilies get fried and the oil gets transformed into chili oil. Once the chili oil is ready, let's start adding the rest of the tempering spices. Mustard seeds. Moving on to a stick of cinnamon and a couple of cloves like so. Let's add in a couple of cloves of garlic and allow these to fry well. Once the cloves of garlic turn nice and golden brown in color, I'm going to add in slit green chilies. Once these get slightly blistered, I'm going to pour in the curd mix. To this, let's add in water. And gently, let's mix all of this. Let's add in the fried okra, of course, with the onions. Let's stir this well and ensure that the okra now cooks perfectly well. Do not attempt cutting the okra into tinier bits or smaller bits because the slime out of the okra and the gram flour will all become like a slug and you're not going to like the mouthfeel and the consistency of something like this. It will no longer remain like a curry. It will almost become like a dry sabzi. Once the bhindi cooks, the red oil or the chili oil will slowly rise to the top. And that will be a sign that your bhindi curry or your okra curry is perfectly cooked. Let's cook this now. 12 minutes, low to medium flame. Well, it's been 12 minutes and your okra kadhi or your bhindi kadhi is looking just about perfect. How do you serve this? A bowl of khichdi or a bowl of steamed rice? Soft, not long grain. And trust me, kadhi chawal. There's nothing better on the planet than kadhi chawal. Make this with some pakoras and make a beautiful Sunday brunch out of this. Well, why wait for a Sunday brunch? Make this for breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night suppers, and thank me later. Bye for now.